Now let's see what we have done so far. We'll also see the accessory glands. First of all, just look at the system. There is vas deferens, penis, testis, and then here we have the scrotum, bulbourethral gland, prostate gland, and seminal vesicle. So let's begin with the testis first. Now this can actually give you a view of how the sperms are there and what is the pathway of the sperms. This is one. So testes, they are there in the scrotum, the pouch like structure, and inside the testis we have these seminiferous tubules, right. These seminiferous tubules, they have majorly two types of cells. They are the spermatogenic cells and the Nernst cells or Sertoli cells. So when you look at this view, the TS, transverse section of the testes, you will see it like this. This is actually a muscle layer, right. Here we have the large Sertoli or Nernst cells, and here inside the lumen of the seminiferous tubules, we have spermatozoa, right. So the spermatogenic cells, they are going to form finally spermatozoa that are there in the lumen of the seminiferous tubules. So the Sertoli cells or the Nernst cells, they are joined to each other by some tight junctions. These Sertoli cells or Nernst cells provide nourishment, and they also secrete ABP, that is androgen binding protein, which helps in spermatogenesis. In between these seminiferous tubules, we have Leydig cells. These are polygonal shaped cells. They are also known as interstitial cells, right. And these cells, they secrete androgens, means male sex hormones, that is testosterone. So there are two compartments. This one till this junction is the basal compartment, and this is the luminal compartment, just based on this. So basal compartment means from here till the tight junction, and luminal compartment means from this tight junction till the lumen of the seminiferous tubules. So this is how the basal compartments and luminal compartments are there. And remember, inside the lumen of the seminiferous tubules, we have spermatozoa. So what are the cells of the testes? First of all, we have Leydig cells or interstitial cells. They secrete male sex hormone androgen, that is testosterone. Sertoli cells, they support sperm development, means they help in spermatogenesis. Smooth muscle cells, they help in very important thing, that is peristalsis, by which the sperms can go out from the seminiferous tubules. So peristalsis means contraction and relaxation by the muscle cells is there, which propels the sperms through the seminiferous tubules. So these are the cells of the testes, and you all know that what happens when there are sperms in the seminiferous tubules. They are going to find their way first of all to the rete testis, and this is the tubular structure. From the rete testis to efferent ductules. From the efferent ductules only, they are going to exit the testis. They are going to then enter the epididymis. From the epididymis, they are going to enter vas deferens, right. So this is how the sperms are going to exit the testes, from rete testis to efferent ductules, then epididymis, and then to vas deferens. So when they are once in vas deferens, then they are going to combine here with the seminal vesicle to form ejaculatory duct. Here seminal vesicle are going to secrete their secretion, by which the sperms are going to get something which we will discuss later, you will see. So again then it joins the urethra, and there is secretion from the prostate gland also, which enters here, and secretion from the bulbourethral gland, which we also call as the Cowper's gland. Okay. So the secretions are mixed in the semen, which is going to contain sperms, and from the urethra it is going to be a common passage for urine as well as for the semen or for the sperms. So what are the accessory glands? We have seminal vesicles which secrete alkaline fluid with fructose, enzymes and prostaglandins, and this is going to give energy. Then the purpose of the alkaline fluid is to neutralize the acid in the female reproductive tract. So the alkaline fluid is going to also neutralize the acid in the female reproductive tract. Then the seminal vesicles are the accessory glands which are of vital importance. So prostaglandins are also secreted, as I told you earlier. They provide motility and viability for the sperm. So this is also very important feature of seminal vesicles. The next gland, we have the prostate gland. They secrete citrate, which is an energy source for sperm motility. Remember the functions, they are very important. They also secrete enzymes to break down the semen clot once in the female reproductive tract. So they help the sperms when they enter the female reproductive tract also by secreting certain enzymes. Then we also have another glands, that is the bulbourethral glands, or we call them as Cowper's gland. They secrete viscous fluid that contains mucus. Okay. So this is how these accessory glands, the supporting glands, are helping for the passage of the sperms by giving energy, by neutralizing the acid in the female reproductive tract, by secreting viscous fluid that contain mucus, right. So these are the functions of the accessory glands that are there in the male reproductive tract.